Hey guys, it's Corey. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and do something a little bit different than I normally do. I don't know. The Lord was just calling to my heart and just felt like He was just calling me to come on here and spread the good news and uh, the gospel. Maybe this reaches somebody, but I just wanted to come on here. I just wanted to come on here and just talk about the Word of God and read some of Proverbs. And if you guys don't know what Proverbs are a part of what is commonly called the wisdom literature of the Bible. Basically, it's a bunch of wisdom passed down through the biblical history uh, that still makes sense today. It contains basic wisdom on how to deal with the most common everyday issues that we face, transcending personality and culture. And the simple truth is that if people followed the advice of Proverbs, many of their problems would be reduced dramatically. And I just wanted to come on here and read the Proverbs for today because there's 31 Proverbs, and if you read a proverb each day, you could do one proverb a day for a month that has 31 days, or you could do two in one day on the months that have shorter amount of days. But yeah, I try to read whatever chapter of Proverbs it is for the matching date. So for today, I'm going to read uh, chapter 6 in Proverbs. I'm reading out of the NIV Bible, New International Version. And it's a study Bible, so I might go into the details about some of these or not, but we'll see. Warnings against folly. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, you have been trapped by what you said, ensnared by the words of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself, since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands. Go to the point of exhaustion, and give your neighbor no rest. Allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. And basically, that's just saying, I guess I'll go into it a little bit. If you put up any security for your neighbor, is the phrase is referring to the responsibility for somebody else's debt, as in like co-signing a loan, like help somebody out and you don't have the means to help them out. So basically, it's like it's not saying that we shouldn't be generous, but we should not promise things that we can't deliver. We can't promise things that we can't fulfill the promise that we offer to people. So going on. Verse 6 is Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food in harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. A troublemaker and a villain who goes without a corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eye, signals with his feet, and motions with his fingers, who plots evil with deceit in his heart. He always stirs up conflict. Therefore, disaster will overtake him in an instant. He will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs up conflict in the community. I'll go back and explain that a little bit. So for basically, well, this is one of my favorite verses, or these types of verses about the sluggard. Um, just because I considered myself a pretty lazy person when I was younger, and it was hard for me to find motivation. I would always procrastinate. I still do, if I'm being honest. And uh, I'll say that the Lord has changed my heart a lot. Ever since coming to my faith, He's really put into perspective how uh, lying around and being a sluggard and sitting around with no motivation can really damage So go to the ant, you sluggard. This passage is a warning about laziness. The sluggard is a lazy person who is captive to leisure. He can learn all he needs to know by studying the work habits of an ant. Um, and then troublemaker and a villain that refers to. Uh, Unlike the sluggard, whose only desire is to take a nap, the troublemaker cannot wait to cause more problems. He delights in creating dissension. And when we go and explain in verse 16 the six things that the Lord hates, seven that are detestable to him, the seven that are detestable to him is a use of numerical progression. Six, even seven, in these proverbs is a rhetoric device that embellishes the poetry and serves as a memory aid. It's essentially to help you memorize these verses. It gives the impression that there is more to be said about the topic. The word detestable is the Bible's strongest expression of hatred towards wickedness, because the Lord hates wickedness. I don't know if I'm centered in the camera or not. This may just be an awkward video that I never post. My son. Oh, we're on warnings against adultery now. My son, keep your father's command and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them always on your heart. Fasten them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you awake, they will speak to you. For this command is a lamp, this teaching is a light, and correction and instruction are the way to life, keeping you from your neighbor's wife, from the smooth talk of a wayward woman. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or captivate you with her eyes. For a prostitute can be had for a loaf of bread, but another man's wife preys on your very life. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burnt? Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. Verse 30. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his hunger when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he must pay sevenfold, though it costs him all the wealth of his house. But a man who commits adultery has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. Blows and disgrace are his lot, and his shame will never be wiped away. And basically, uh, explaining the man who steals to satisfy his hunger. It's a passage that's not condemning theft. It merely contrasts the thief with adultery, which never makes sense. And the last few verses. For jealousy arouses a husband's fury, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will not accept any compensation. He will refuse a bribe, however great it is. Which I feel like makes sense. I know this is a little bit different than what I normally do and what I normally post. All the gaming and stuff. I just wanted to take a step back from that and start posting more about my faith because it's a part of me. The Lord's a part of me. I love God with all my heart and I appreciate everything He does for me. And I hope this reaches somebody who needs it. And no matter how awkward I sound or how I feel like I am being currently, I know that the Lord has a path laid out for me and I have no way of knowing what that path is. There's no way that I could possibly understand. If this is something that He wants to make fruitful, He'll make it fruitful. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Um, God bless, and I love you all. Thank you for watching and staying.